Childhood, serene images of simple games, innocent faces, safe places. We hold it as fundamental that the children of this world have a sacred right to a childhood. But day in and day out in this country and around the world, many of our children will be robbed of that right, robbed because they are victims of a violent circumstance. Do you hear a lot of shooting around here? Do you hear gunfire around here very much?
A lot in my sleep, because I can be up in my sleep and I hear a gunshot and I wake up and then I get scared.
You know somebody who got shot?
My daddy.
Your daddy got shot?
He gone.
Did he die?
Yes.
The violence these children speak of is something they know firsthand, something they see and hear on a regular basis. Violence for them is simply part of the fabric of their lives, because those young lives are being spent in one of the war zones of this country, an urban ghetto on the west side of Chicago. The Henry Horner Homes are a public housing project that was begun in 1957. It is a development of 17 high-rise buildings and 1,800 apartments, though many of those apartments are gutted, windowless, vacant spaces that offer bleak testimony to the poverty of this part of the city. Within eyeshot of Horner is real estate that stands in stark contrast. 20 blocks to the east is Chicago's Gold Coast, representing wealth and tranquility, power and prestige. It takes only 5 minutes on a Chicago L train to go from the city's spectacular skyline to the scarred landscape of the west side. It takes only 5 minutes to go from downtown Chicago into the world of Eureka Winder, a world that she must share with drug dealers and street gangs. At the age of 9, Eureka has proven herself a survivor in an environment that tests a child's survival skills on a daily basis.
They have killing, murder, kidnapping, and all that sorts of stuff. And shooting.
What happens to a child who lives with chronic violence? What happens to a child who himself or herself has been the victim of a savage attack? Experts say they only now have begun to learn what really happens, but there is concern that the child in question will withdraw, will become deadened to both life's pain and pleasures. Eureka's encounter with violence occurred 3 years ago. That violence took her mother, Vernita, her 6-year-old sister, Dana, and 2 others. It left Eureka and her little sister, Nikki. Does Eureka talk about it much?
In the beginning she did, but now she has gotten so she doesn't seemingly want to talk about it as much as she did in the beginning.